All right, our guest tonight on Toyota Sports Talk, the one, the only Antonio Gibson. A great time of the year, obviously, with training camp and getting ready for the new season. I always appreciate AG taking the time. How you feeling, man? I mean, what is this, year 3 for you?
Going on year 4.
Year 4?
Yes, sir. Yes,
oh, my
sir.
gosh, I remember when you were a rookie. 4. Has it gone by fast?
Super fast. They told me it would go by fast. Rookie year didn't feel like it, but after that, it was rolling.
How have you grown? Because, I mean, 4 years, that's pretty impressive.
Just taking it step by step. You learn so much throughout the season. Every season is different. Just the different situations you get put in, and all the opportunities you get, and different roles you got to play throughout those years. So you learn so much. You just got to obtain it. When
you look back, what would you say to the rookie Antonio Gibson that you know now, with life in the NFL?
Just keep going. Never get comfortable. And not saying I let it get to my head, but it's always somebody pushing behind you, and nothing to those guys, but they're working just as hard. So you always got to put your foot on that gas, and just continue to learn and continue to work.
Yeah, you guys are working, and obviously it's hot, and it's training camp. That's what it's all about. But I loved your soundbite the other day during your press conference. You mentioned about how much potential this team has, and it seems like you're really excited for this group and encouraged by this group. What is it about this group that you see that allows you to say something like that?
Just a different mentality we got, and the energy we're bringing right now. As you can see, we're working, and just on our end, we also got our OC on our ass too. Excuse my language.
That's EB,
on
yeah.
our butt, but he's demanding greatness from us, and that only helps us. So when you both got that mindset as a team, man, with the OC and the head coach, and everybody's on the same page, it's nothing but going up from there.
I'm going to steal a line from Jonathan Allen. He always says potential's a word. Potential only takes you so far. So, how do you kind of take that potential and put it into action?
You got to put in the work. Like he said, you can say potential, but at the same time, you have to put in the work. But the only reason we say we have it because we are putting in the work on the field and off the field, and you can see it.
There's a lot of excitement, obviously, with the new owner, the fans. Do you see that? Do you feel that? Because obviously you've dealt with us asking those questions, unfortunately, of the doom and gloom questions, but now it really feels like it's different.
Definitely, it's a positive talking now. I tell everybody, some of the things you will see, when we post a picture of somebody having a great play or we win, it was always sell this, sell that, or honor this, honor this. But now we got the honor, new start. They get a new feel, and I've heard we never had bleachers in the stands. What I'm saying? It's been a minute since we had the fans out here like that, and they're showing love, and we got to be our best to put on for them.
Hey, social media is it's a blessing and a curse, right? Yeah. I mean, when you get those messages last year, the mental mind games of you have nothing to do with the owner. As a player, is that just it must just drive you nuts sometimes?
It's something we deal with all the time, so it's something we should be used to, definitely at this level. It's not something that just started. We deal with it in college. Some guys dealt with it in high school, depending on how big they were and what school they went, some in the state, and how big they was on football. So most guys are used to it. That's something you definitely have to block out. We see it. I'm not going to say we're not going to see it, but definitely you have to be mental strong and, block that stuff out.
So with this new owner, Josh Harris, I know he talked to the team collectively. What excites you about Josh? And obviously, he seems like he's going to invest in this team, add, make the families happy, whatever he has to do. But as a player, how do you, I know Chase said the other day, that motivates us. That makes us want to play harder or work harder.
Facts. His biggest thing was it mostly. I'm pretty sure they'll do their best to get what we need. But his biggest things was reaching out to the community and getting that fan base back. He said he was from out here, and he remembers those times when the fans were great, and everybody came out to support and show love. So that was his biggest thing, was reaching out to the community, and that's our biggest thing. We want to win, so we can get the fans something come out and be proud to cheer for.
As the season approaches here, you said something interesting again on your press conference about how you maybe view yourself as a third down back this year, which surprised me a little bit because I always viewed as a 1A, 1B type situation with you and B-Rob. Why'd you say that?
That's just something we talked about, and that's something as JD was kind of pushing towards his last year. That was something they always told me to keep my eye on, And that was something I was on, like watching JD and just how he worked and, you know, and how he was in situations and his awareness. And, you know, shout out to JD, how good he was in those situations. And that's something, you know, I don't mind embracing. And at the same time, it will be, you know, the 1-2 punch where Coach Jordan throw me in to get some runs. But, you know, that's, you know, we talked about that. So that was on my mind about the third down roll.
And you clearly have the hands and you have the receiving ability. How much do you want to kind of showcase that a little bit more with EB calling the plays?
As much as possible. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying, I'm a guy, you know, I'm not afraid. You know, I want the ball, but, you know, however the game goes, whatever coach got planned, you know, that's what we're going to rock with, and we're going to make the best of it.
Like, seriously, I've been telling all my buddies and you know, people that call on their show, I really think you could have a big year this year just to the fact of you're that Swiss Army knife type of player. EB, you know, with his play calling and kind of his history in KC. Do you feel like this is the offense where you can really truly shine and showcase yourself?
Definitely, but I keep telling people, not just me. Like when I say the opportunities are there for everybody, and you know how we're doing things, we all put in the work, continue to detail what we need to detail, and it's going to be an exciting year for everybody.
And the big question mark, you're only as good as obviously the offensive line and the quarterback,
Exactly.
and a lot of people are talking about that quarterback, Sam Howell. What have you seen from Sam? Obviously, you've gone through a lot of quarterbacks here already.
He looks good. Like I keep saying, he's confident. He's leading. He's getting guys where they need to be. He knows his stuff. And today he turned it up today. As an offense, I feel like we had a slouch day yesterday, and today he came back locked in as he should, and we put on today.
Like, when do you know a quarterback has that confidence or gets it? Tell me what you see, like the command in the huddle or his cadence. What do you have to see to know, like, yeah, he's locked in?
A guy who's not rushing, slurring his words. You know, he's taking his time. He doesn't feel panicked to try to get those plays out. When he steps back in the pocket, you know, if he doesn't have anything, he steps up, still making his read. You can see that with him stepping up in the pocket, comfortable. He's a guy who can also run as well, but you know, right now it's not that time. But you can see him working his reads and getting it out to those guys, scramble drill or to that last option.
And people forget he was a rookie last year, right? So he's still growing and still learning. And you talk about EB. What's your relationship with him, and how's he pushed you? Because obviously he has that background of being a running back himself.
If you ask me, he's the coach you need. He's not going to allow you to BS. He's going to correct you on every detail, and it might not be in the nicest way, but you know, it don't always come from like that. It's almost like getting talked to from your parents. It's not going to always come from, oh, I want you to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come from the heart sometimes, and it might come off aggressive, but that just lets you know that he expects and he wants, you know, the best for you. So we take it in and we get it correct.
I think that's what my mom called tough love.
Tough love, exactly.
Sometimes you need that as a player, right?
For sure.
Like you get the pat on the back and sometimes a little elbow grab when you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
So for you, off the field, happened to notice on your IG you got engaged.
Yes.
That's a big obviously step in your life. What's that like for you to kind of take that next step? And obviously that's exciting times for you and your family.
Just a great feeling, changing the dynamic of my family and hers, you know, just moving in the right direction, growing up, becoming a man, and I felt like that was the next step for me. She was the one. She held me down. She makes me a better man. So it was time to do that.
A little piece of advice for wedding planning: whatever she wants,
let it happen. I'm on her page.
Yeah, how was that planning phase already? He's like, honey, whatever you want.
She talks about it. She wants my opinion, but every time she says, I'm like, yeah. So I know that one already.
Another advice: happy wife, happy fiance equals happy life.
I got you.
AG, I always appreciate your time and chopping it up with me. Stay healthy. Good luck this year, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, much more to come right here on Toyota Sports Talk. Stay with us.